Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, the #1 YouTube channel for you to level up your communication skills, learn the art of public speaking, social skills, and personal branding to take your message to the world. For today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you how to express your ideas. Ideas are going to become a form of currency in the new world. As you can tell, the information age has completely flipped the dynamics of the economy. And there are a lot of people who are now becoming knowledge workers. And in the knowledge workers economy, ideas are a form of capital. But it doesn't matter if you have all the great ideas in the world if you don't know how to express them. Big mistake. And typically due to this mistake that you make accidentally, you are going to cost yourself a lot of opportunities. Not anymore. I'm going to teach you how to fix that. I'm going to teach you how to fix that with what I call the link strategy. And in order to fix it, you have to understand what bad communication can do in a very negative way to your life. So I want to tell you a quick little story. But before I do, make sure you drop a like right on below. It was 6 to 8 months ago when I was moving out of my last apartment. And as I was packing up all my clothes, I noticed something. I had a lot of clothes. A lot of clothes that I didn't need anymore. So I decided that instead of throwing it away, I might as well donate it to Goodwill. I pack up all the clothes, find a nearby Goodwill, and I take it there. As soon as I go inside Goodwill, I see this gentleman in his mid-30s. He's wearing a Goodwill shirt, wearing a Goodwill cap. I mean, he's repping. And he gives me a form to fill out. As I'm filling out this form, I could see that he's looking at me. He's observing me from top to bottom, and I can tell that he wants to ask me a question. Well, as I'm filling out the form, out of the blue moon, I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look up, and I see this gentleman looking at me. And then finally, he fires off his question. Excuse me, what you is? What you is? Do you want to know my name? Nah, bro. What you is? At this point, I'm thinking, what you is? What does that mean? And he seems as though he's getting impatient. He's like, bro, what you is, man? And to this, at this point, I still don't know what he's talking about. I have no clue what you is means. And we're over here just going back and forth for the next 2 minutes. And then his coworker comes by, and his coworker says, excuse me, sir, he just wants to know where you're from. Where I'm from? Oh, bro, I'm from Bangladesh, man. Why don't you just ask? And at that point, we both were able to laugh it off because it was a pretty funny situation. But what happened was that myself and this gentleman, we had a barrier to communication. He was trying to convey a message, and I was not able to understand it whatsoever. And if that lady hadn't come along, I still wouldn't have been able to understand it. Now, this is pretty funny when you view it on a very small scale about me donating clothes to Goodwill. But imagine it on a different scale. Imagine if you are asking for a promotion and there's a huge barrier to communication. Imagine if you're asking for a raise and there's a barrier to communication. Imagine if you are going to give a presentation in front of an audience and you have barriers of communication among multiple different members. Now this mistake, it starts to add up. Being able to express yourself is a huge key in today's world, and if you are not able to do it, which most people aren't, then you're going to fall behind. People find it hard to express themselves for different reasons, and one reason can be that you don't know the language too well. If you're learning a new language, it's very hard to be your authentic self because you're in your head a lot, piecing together different thoughts. Another reason can be that your emotions get the best of you. You can know a topic inside and out, but if you get very nervous when you're about to speak, then a lot of the times your emotions can pull your mind in weird directions. And sometimes you know the language, you're very confident, but the problem is you're just unaware. The biggest problem that I see in terms of people trying to express themselves nowadays is what they do is they do a thing called topic hopping. They start off with a certain topic and they just keep losing their train of thought and entering a new topic, and another one, and another one. You don't believe me? How about you try it out for yourself? How about you tell me a story about how your week is going? Pause the video and do it. If you ended up spending at least 5 minutes telling me how your day is going, most of you, what happened was you guys started off at a certain train of thought. You were doing very well. And then out of nowhere, you ended up in a new train of thought. At this point, you're not even aware. You're just going and going and going, and then you end up in a new train and a new train. And by the fourth train, you're wondering, how the hell did I get up here? You wonder how you got here. And that's a huge problem. You're hopping from topic to topic to topic. You may be wondering why that is. I don't know exactly why that is, but I do have a theory. My theory is that in today's age, information communications technology is playing a huge role in how we're communicating. There's a famous saying that goes like, humans shape tools, then tools shape humans. Well, it's happening because with so much choices of media to consume, you are just going from content to content to content. If you turn on your TV, nowadays, it's just not a show that's being presented to you. You have more choice than ever. You can go on Netflix and choose what you want to watch. You don't like it, then you find something else. Don't like that, then you find something else. But this is conditioning your brain to keep on hopping from one thing to another, and this is taking hold in your communication. At the end of the day, communication skills are simply a manifestation of your mind. It's a tangible look into what your mind looks like. So if you're a messy thinker, if you're all over the spot in your mind, then you're going to be a very messy communicator as well. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to get tools from this channel to make sure that you aren't like the rest of the people. And the best way that you're going to do that is instead of hopping from topic to topic to topic, you start linking topic to topic to topic. But you know what I always say? You got to start off with the fundamentals and you have to work your way up. So I want to give you the link strategy on how to become a better communicator and express yourself. The main goal with this strategy is to get one idea, take it from your mind to the external world, and the external world into someone else's mind. You're going to do that by turning communication skills from a subconscious act to a conscious act. I'm going to walk you through it, but just follow me right now. Communication skills at this point, we've been doing it for so long. I mean, we've been speaking since we were 3, 4, 5 years old. And at this point, our speaking is a subconscious act. With the link strategy, what you're going to do is you're going to turn a subconscious act into a conscious one. More on that shortly. And what this is going to do for you is that you're going to learn how to convey one idea at a time. Once you can work on one idea, as you keep doing this exercise, eventually you can connect it to another idea, which is more intermediate that you have to work up towards. So how does this work? The way this works is you choose one idea, okay? Just one idea. And then you are going to count every single thought that you are saying to convey that idea. Let me give you an example. The idea that I want to convey is, I want to get a puppy. All right, so let's begin with the link strategy. I was scrolling through my Facebook recently, and as I was scrolling, I saw a picture of my college roommate's puppy. That picture got a lot of likes. I became jealous, and I decided that I wanted that many likes as well. The next day, I decided to go to the adoption agency and adopt a puppy. There were 50 puppies to choose from. I narrowed it down to 2, a brown puppy and a white puppy. I threw a ball to see which one would go fetch the ball. The white puppy did. So I walked home with that white puppy. The end. So 11 thoughts to convey that one idea. But the fact that I counted the thoughts allowed me to turn a subconscious act into a conscious one. I was much more mindful. And now that I got this idea conveyed, now what I can do is I can add a different idea. But that's not your goal right now. Your goal at this point is to just practice with one idea at a time. Count your sentences and be very, very mindful. The reason that I'm telling you to do just one idea versus 10 different ones is because I want you to get in the habit of linking your thoughts with one to the next to the next. Each thought serves a purpose to the prior one and to the next one. You're creating a link. The more that you do this, the better that you become at conveying your ideas and not hopping from one to the next to the next. Eventually, what you can do is you can add the new idea. Say, I don't like the puppy, and that's the new idea that I want to convey. So I could say, the puppy kept shitting on my carpet, and I didn't like that. So the next day, I returned the puppy. So for this one just took 2 thoughts to convey that idea. But you get the point. You can practice this anywhere. You can practice this when you're in the shower. You can practice this when you're waiting in line, when you're waiting in traffic. Just get one idea and count the thoughts that it takes to convey that idea. When you're first starting, you may feel a little embarrassed and you probably don't want to convey your idea into the mind of someone else because you're still experimenting. That's fine. Make sure that you are at least being aware. Make sure that you are practicing and you are trimming off anything that is not needed. If you're taking 45 sentences to convey a simple idea, then work on that. If you're getting a very complex idea, then factor in the fact that it may take you more sentences, but keep experimenting with it. The main goal is to form different links, one thought at a time. Work your way up. And the more that you can do that, the better that you will be able to express your ideas, no matter how complex they are. Like I said, we're living in the knowledge economy. So if you're great at something, it's time that you're able to get it from your mind into the mind of someone else. That's how good communicators work, but better yet, that's how great communicators operate on autopilot. So if today's episode helped you, make sure you drop a like for me right down below and you share this video so other people can start applying the link strategy to become better communicators in the process. Thank you for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you on the next episode.